Dark in the city, night is a wire. Steam in the subway, up is a fire. Woman, you want me, give me a sign. And catch my breathing even closer behind. In touch with the ground, I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Smell like a sound, I'm lost in a crowd, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Straddle the line, discord and rhyme, I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Mouth is alive, juice is like wine, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Stalk through the forest, too close to hide. I'll be upon you by the moonlight side. High blood drumming on your skin, it's so tight. You feel my heat, I'm just a moment behind. In touch with the ground, I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Center the sound, I'm lost and I'm found, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Start on the line, discord and rhyme, I howl and I whine, I'm after you. Mouth is alive, I'm running inside, and I'm hungry like the wolf. I'm after you. I smell like a sound. I'm lost and I'm bound, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Start on the line, discord and rhyme. I'm on the hunt. I'm after you. Mouth is alive, juice is like wine, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Running around, break from the crowd. I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Center the sound, I'm lost and I'm found, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Start on the line, it's disco and rhyme. I howl and I whine, I'm after you. Mouth is alive.
At Vistaprint, we print everything to show off your brand. So you can print it like Simon's Restaurant and outfit your whole team.
All right. Welcome to the impromptu episode 3 of On Ice with Glacier. I have somebody in the back. Let me bring him in. But before I bring him in, let's play his intro, shall we? I think we shall.
Look out! I think Moto likes you. he comes.
I like 'em big. I like 'em chunky. I like 'em big. I like 'em lumpy. I like 'em round with something, something. They like my sound.
Look out.
All right. Here he is, the man of the hour. DillardDraws. Welcome.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's up? All right.
Make sure my audio's picking me up. Can you hear me or
Yeah, I can hear you.
do I sound awful?
Yeah, you sound kind of choppy, kind of like far away a little bit. All right, let me see. Sending.
What about that?
Yeah, it sounds much better.
How about that?
Sounds good, but getting a little hot.
Okay, so what are we working on?
Okay, so for now, I can only do one character design, and it's basically gonna be like my version of Hank McCoy Beast, but for my mutant team book that I'm working on right now. I sent you one reference picture so far in your Twitter DMs, and basically from that, basically what I want to pull is like, yeah, that same kind of idea, like hulking upper body, and especially like super like oversized, jacked, like beastly arms that just like hang like barely above the ground. His knuckles, like that's how exaggerated I want his arms to be.
Okay.
And as far as a face, I'm kind of I'm doing this on the fly because I know I'm gonna need them. So now that you're opened up for commissions, figured I'll knock it out. So kind of do it on the fly, but like on the face, I'm not completely sure yet. But I know I was kind of leaning towards maybe making them like a little piggish. Like I think I definitely want like some short kind of like warthog tusks protruding from his mouth, like two little baby tusks.
Okay, so kind of like an orc, I guess. Or do you want them long, like an actual warthog, like a javelina?
You're right. Now that you bring that up, that's the thing that orcs do. So maybe not. Yeah, because I don't want him to look orcish. He needs to look kind of beastly. But then when you start thinking about beasts, you start getting the things like what kind of beast? Like cat-like, dog-like, bear-like. I don't know. So that's what I was just thinking of on the fly. I was like, as far as pigs go, like what kind of like different, unique, beastly snout I could give them. And I thought I did find some kind of spiked thing that I wanted to show you, but looking for it. Hold on.
Bless you.
Sorry. Yeah. And thanks for doing a commission with me. Aside from all the trolling, it's pretty cool of you to still kick some artwork my way. Oh yeah, let me send the PayPal too. But hold on, I'm trying to find some reference pictures. Oh yeah, let me see my
Trying to
screen.
think of
Oh fuck. There we go.
of a nose that's bestial.
Yeah, because basically, I'm gonna use like a little bit of a spin on one of the beast mythos stories for him. It's kind of a little bit Hunchback Notre Dame-ish with a little bit New Jersey Devil, but so yeah, I basically want to be like,
I actually don't know the story of the Jersey Devil. I think, well, it's that pregnant lady story, right?
yeah, it's
Gives
like a
birth to some monster because she was fucking around with Satan.
yeah. So it's like kind of like a cursed bloodline. Oh wait, maybe I should have giant tusks protruding out. But like still pig, but like still like a little bit man too, you know? I don't know.
Like a straight up pig nose.
Yeah, yeah, some kind of snout. Oh, who's streaming right now? Let's see.
Everybody.
Oh, Sim the Ink Slayer. Haven't seen him stream in a while. Oh, Malin doing some Ricada Law. Ricada Law Tube streaming. Let's see. Oh, Wiggle Wiggle. Crapcast. Total Sweeper Death. And DJ Academics. DJ Academics. Nobody knows who that is, probably.
Are you sure you want a pig nose? They look kind of funny.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Okay. Well, I already got a foreign Minotaur, so I can't really use. And bear snouts just look. Then he'll look like a fucking teddy bear. I don't want to use werewolves because they're a wolf snout. It's already kind of being done. Yeah, pig would look kind of weird, I guess, but yeah. Let's not do the pig snout.
Do you want this guy to be like? What about a bat snout?
Yeah, bats do have cool snouts. They are kind of pig-like-ish.
Yeah. Like bats are almost like a mix between like a pig and a gorilla.
Yeah, I
I just
guess
don't know how
just,
gross you want it to be. I don't know if you want it to be like a naked mole rat kind of gross. Like, do you want this guy to look like sympathetic or like somebody can relate to him, or do you want him to be like monstrous? Like no one could love such a beast.
yeah. Let's go with the latter. I think we all could relate to that feeling. Speak for yourself. Oh me.
Let's see. Do you have any other information for
Yeah. Okay. So basically, since he's gonna be so hulking and like exaggerated huge arms, like he's never gonna be able to wear a shirt. So um I was trying to find it again on Pinterest, but I can't find it. The one I wanted. I thought I took a screenshot of it, but if not, we're just gonna have to come up with it on the fly. But let me see, is it in here? Oh nope. Okay. Yeah, and so like I wanted like a like little bunches of spikes like on his shoulder blades. Almost like they were like a cluster of like poison ivy patches, but horny spikes. I
On
feel
his
like
shoulder blades, meaning on his upper back, on his shoulder blades.
yeah.
So you want the picture of him like turned away to see the back?
Well, no, because you can. Okay, so let's not do upper back. Like literally, like let's just do like along the. Here, let me get on camera. Like along this part, from like the side of the neck on top of the shoulder, and maybe a little bit down the arm.
Okay.
I feel like Rex. It's been so long since I've had to do a character design stream. This feels like a Rex stream. Holy shit.
Holy shit, man. Holy shit.
Um, what was I just gonna do? Huh. I'm fried. I forgot what I was gonna do. I haven't ate all day, so let me get some food in me. Bang. Oh shit. I had Timothy Olsen. I had Timothy Olsen for a second. I didn't even notice. Don't sound excited, Dario. No audio sounds fine to me. Sorry, I mean not to. Yeah, I am gonna use another word for mutant, but you can't know what it is yet, Timmy. Not till the book's printed and in my hands. How about an undead dinosaur with 3 heads? Yeah, and then basically, well, when my FMLA check comes in the mail, should be in a few days, then I'll be able to get the last mutant guy I need designed. And he's gonna be cool. He's gonna be riding some kind of like uh, engine powered skateboard, but like I don't know. It only is like the engine only powered because he telekinetically charges it while he's touching it while he's riding it.
Oh, so we can't let somebody like borrow it.
That's a good question. No, no, no. I think I'll just keep it exclusive to him.
Oh shit, man! Now J Dollar just went live.
Skull King J Dollar.
Gay Dollar.
There's so many.
Did he have like falling out with 7 of 9 or something? I haven't seen 7 of 9 around.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not that invested yet in the Skull King J Dollar channel lore. But that's what I was just gonna say. Like, so many fucking channels and people going for it that I don't feel bad now. Like, not streaming or going every day like a certain somebody used to do. Because why not? If everybody else is gonna go for it and have better odds at achieving popularity and success, then let them build those platforms, and then hopefully you can ask for permission for them to share their platforms with you when you got something you need pushed or whatever.
Yeah.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
So what are we thinking for body hair? Does he have any? You said he's never going to be wearing a shirt. Is he going to be wearing pants? Is he going to have hairy legs?
Yeah, I was thinking like patches of hair only, and like short-haired, bristly patches of hair on the backs of his hands, and hairy feet, and like you can imply like hair, but I don't want him like hairy. I guess like maybe I don't know, imply stubble or something, but the the parts that collect the most hair, patches of hair would be the backs of his hands, um, the tops of his feet, and just like you know, you could do random patches of hair and whiskers around his face, the bottom half of his face.
And what about what about his genitals, his privates? How are we covering that?
All right, for pants, he's still a pretty big guy, so pants are a tough thing, but give me a second. All right. Um yeah, just do like tight like army cargo khaki shorts, and then just put couple pouches and a gun holster on them, and for his belt, um you know that thing that Akuma has around his neck, Akuma from Tekken.
No, let me go look him up.
All right, well, it's
You
basically
think of
like,
Akuma from Street Fighter? Let me go look up Akuma
oh
from
yeah,
Street
yeah,
Fighter.
it is from Street Fighter. My bad, my bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's basically like a rope necklace with
Has like prayer beads or something.
yeah, but large Dragon Ball size prayer beads.
So you
Yeah.
want that, and you want pouches on a belt, or that is the belt?
No,
Or do you
no, no,
want
that's
or do you want the pouches on the big necklace thing?
no, that's the belt. But the what I'm thinking for pouches is like kind of like when Cable has leg straps around his like shorts or pants or whatever, and then those can have a pouch or two on them, and then he just needs a gun holster on one of his sides. But it's not gonna be for regular guns. It's gonna be like, but yeah, any gun holster will do that's like suitable for his size.
So like a gigantic holster.
Yeah, because he is like gigantic and like his arms and upper body and stuff, but he's not as tall as you would think. He's only gonna be like 5'9".
Okay, so his hands, but like if his arms, upper arms, and everything is gigantic, his hands are big. He would have roughly the 3 times the size of a regular man's hands.
Yeah.
So like 3 times the size of a holster.
Yeah, that sounds good because it's basically once we get to that part, it's like this fucking it's like a ray gun that fucking the little midget scientist guy have makes for him. Have you read any new books lately? Are you've been busy slaving away on?
Yeah, I've been pretty busy. I have read through one, well, just once. I haven't gone through and reread it, but about that graphic storytelling and visual narrative by Will Eisner. It's a pretty good book.
Have you been on any streams with Fatal J yet?
I don't believe I have, but I'm not making any promises. I forget names pretty easily.
That guy's fucking hilarious. Um, I would like to see him and TJ on a panel together. If somebody can make that happen, that would be fucking great.
Why? What is Fatal J's personality flaw that you think would be well with TJ?
He's basically always positive, uh, super funny facial expressions, just like yeah, black funny guy, but just positive and like a real like his passion shines through when he's that he's a fan of comic books and stuff. And I think TJ would try to like I don't know, I think they would share a bunch of laughs together and get along, but I think TJ would try to push it a little bit and see if he can get him to react or be angered. But he's always on the Flashcast streams usually. Oh, did my headphones just die? Fuck. Hey, will you say something?
Sure. Right now, I'm kind of illustrating the bottom half of his leg and trying to get these to fit.
Okay, there we go.
Give it form and shape, even though it's going to have lots of hair on top.
Oh, this sucks.
All right, so what are we talking about when we say army pants that have? What do you mean army pants?
No. What is this? Okay, the speakers are working, but the headphones. Oh. Oh wait, I don't need the. Or wait, maybe I do need the headphones. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Oh, there we go. I got him. Okay, cool. Okay, I got the volume back. All right. Wait, so you said you've been just working away on stuff, yada yada. I think I was catching it in and out, in and out. All right, he's probably talking right now, so let me take the headphones off. There.
No, I ain't talking. I'm just trying.
Oh, all right.
So what is it you mean by army pants? You talking about like cargo pants? You talking about something very skin tight? What are we talking about? What are we talking about when you're talking about army pants?
Yeah, just like you're basically run of the mill cargo shorts, and they're obviously gonna have to be a little bit tight on him because he's such a big hulking beast. And yeah, like cargo shorts, you know, with like the cargo pocket or whatever. And shit, I gotta think of a color scheme on the fly as well. All right. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's try like well, once we get there, um let's try like a saber tooth color palette, like some yellows and some browns.
What are we thinking of for the face and the eyes?
All right. For eyes. Mm,
What's this guy's personality?
he's kind of he believes that uh, like only the strong survive, and just because you're good doesn't mean you're strong. And so he's always he's a protector basically. He's very overprotective, but at the same time he deals with a lot of self-hatred, self-loathing. um, he wishes he could be normal a lot of times. And also like when like as he gets like more and more like frustrated or whatnot, when like the chaos makes him become more bestial. And as he becomes more bestial, you'd think he would become dumber, but it's quite the opposite. It's he actually gets sharper and like smarter, but like in like not like knowledge wise and stuff, like on like bestial instincts, I guess you would say. And eventually in the future we'll go down that path where it's like he becomes completely feral, like gets super triggered and the beast completely takes over. But besides that, like I said, he's always trying to protect and help people on like how to be able to protect themselves. But like chaos and like not like when things aren't ordered or lined up, he starts flipping out.
All right, so what are we thinking of for tusks? Which shape do you like? Do you like them more like that? Do you like them coming up and in? Do you like them headed straight out? How do you like them curling?
All right, hold on. I got it right here. What's the temp like in Cali right now?
It's pretty warm. I mean, it's nice and cool outside right now, but today was warm. I think right now outside it's 9:40 at night. I think it's like 75.
Oh wow, we're pretty much the same thing today. It was like 80 degrees today, and like right now it's like cooled down, but it's only like 76. All right, I'm finding this picture with tusks, but I kind of want them like long, long and protruding out, but I'm not sure about the curl like that because it kind of looks mustache twirly. Um, huh. I'm looking at all of them, and all of them do kind of curve in some way, but I guess just not as mustache, like jilted out to the sides, diagonal. Or wait. I got a better idea. Uh, what about like skinny tusks, two on each side at the top of his mouth that both come out to the sides. They can curl up to the sides, but yeah, two little skinny
Like
ones on
that,
the side.
like that.
Yeah, but can you make them both the same height? Because you got like one small and one big. Just make them both two big ones, but skinny. Yeah, like that. Double.
So how do you want his mouth? Like, do you want his mouth to go from side to like all the way bottom, like the thing, like that, or do you want it? Do you want the two tusks to be a little closer to the face, like that?
Yeah, closer to the face like that. And then like I don't know, the bottom of his mouth can be a little bit wider than a normal mouth would be.
Well, it's gonna have to be. I mean,
Yeah.
well, hold on a second. So here's a normal mouth, like that.
Oh my god, you hate me.
If I were to go a little bit bigger, like that, I could put them both like so. Again, that's pretty close to the nose. What do you think of that?
Wait, zoom in on the nose again. Okay, yeah, I dig that nose. That looks cool. And yeah, the mouth, yeah.
That's fine for the mouth?
How would it look if it was open? Like, how would the bottom of the mouth look if it was open?
It depends. Do you want these tusks coming out of the top of his mouth, or do you want them coming out of the bottom jaw?
No, the tusks are fine right there coming out. Yeah, but I want them to come out like when you think about it, I want them to be coming out of the top of his mouth, like from the roof of his
Yeah, so
mouth.
it would look basically like this.
Okay, yeah. But what if we pointed the bottom part of the bottom of the mouth like a little beaky-ish at the towards the bottom point, like birdish?
Explain a little bit more.
Just open like how you have it right there. It's perfectly fine, but like the bottom of it where you would close the line work, just like bring it to a point maybe. And maybe like
Like a triangle, like that?
yeah, so then maybe his the bottom of his chin maybe might follow the same kind of shape a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, I like how that looks right there.
Well, I would bring the jaw, because the jaw hinges off the bottom part of the corner of the mouth. I would bring the jaw to at least here on both sides. And that's where I would start to bring it down from there.
And I got another question asking for a friend. If somebody ever wanted to learn perspective on Clip Studio,
Uh-huh.
would you ever teach somebody for some payola how to do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Ooh. And how many posters has Finity asked you to commission since your commissions opened up?
Oh, I haven't hit him up yet.
7 so far?
No, I haven't hit Infinity up yet.
Welcome to the land of indie comics. Oh, that chick who's chant whatever. I don't need to talk about it. But yeah, I saw a clip of you on my recommended algorithms with Katie Did's channel. Clipped you Rex and Apex, and I saw
Yeah, I saw that. She was talking
animation.
about the animation that I was doing. She seemed to like it. So that's cool.
Looked badass. Reminds me of when I remember you were working on that. Well, the sprites for that side scroll beat 'em up buckler game.
Ah, God, it was so awful. wish everything was just less work.
Dude, me and the kiddo have found a new love too for not only side scrolling beat 'em ups, but with guns like shooters. Those are even better. Those fucking great.
Well, like Metal Slug.
Kind of like Contra or Wild Guns. The Punisher game, really good. Punisher is like fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but also with guns. It's great.
Nice. This guy looks horrible.
Yeah.
How do you want his eyes to be? Sorrowful? Angry?
Thirsty for love. Oh yeah, I can turn my mic down when I'm eating. Fuck. Here we go. In New York, New York. Fucking hell. Oh my god. It's so easy for you fucking artists, dude. To get fucking to get known or to get views or likes or attention. Look at me, my pretty pictures. Like fucking I just heard that Quaff is working on an ash can. That motherfucker is always at the right place at the right time to get some kind of work.
Right?
It's you. You're like the Quaff's agent. You're like the Quaff's Hollywood agent.
Yeah. It's what's called having clout.
That sounded dirty leaving your mouth, didn't it?
Not at all. It's the only reason I'm in this business, for the clout.
What are you gonna do? Start where as soon as the book hits and is a ginormous success, DillardDraws is gonna fucking forever be in that French beret. Oh god.
Cigarette holder for every day of the week. And
Oh.
as the week goes on, the cigarette holder just gets longer and longer.
Fucking Mexican Cruella de Vil. All fancy.
What do you want is happening on his head?
Oh, I did want to do like random patches of hair sticking out of his face, sticking out of the sides of his head, but okay, so I changed. This is what I want to do. One side is like just like bald with stubble, but do like a random like patch of like spiky hair sticking out, kind of like that Real Monsters guy with the eyeballs in his hand, his armpit hair, that kind of general shape from
Like that?
from the right side of his head. No, spiky. So I don't know who I'm thinking about actually.
Let me go look it up.
Fucking I remember Angelica's toy Cynthia, her kind of hair. But then on the other side of his head, I want it to be long hair, like when Mankind used to wrestle with that mask on his face. So yeah, just basically long hair. I didn't even have to say all that. One side's long hair, and one side's just completely bald, but maybe like a random patch of spiky hair sticking out. Weren't you supposed to stream today?
No.
I thought you had a Slumlords show Saturdays, right?
No, I'm just harassing Anthony so that he gets his show back and up again. Trying to call him a punk bitch until he's like, I'm not a punk bitch. I'm doing the show again. But if he doesn't, I will. So it is a threat. Either do it or I'm still in your show. So like that?
Yeah, that looks fire. Now it just needs the hair on the back of the hands. And maybe
So tell me about this back shoulder blade. What do you want this to look like? Do you want it to look just kind of like a clump of like poison ivy, different direction kind of thorns like this?
Yeah. But yeah, I guess, yeah.
Or do you want it like kind of growing on the backs of the arms too? Like
Yeah, growing on the back of the arms too. Fungal, almost fungal like. Hey. What if let's say theoretically you went to Tampa, right?
okay.
Do you think in your heart of hearts that you would have gone to a club sex dungeon?
No. And if you knew me in real life, you know I don't fucking like going places. I'm definitely not gonna volunteer to go someplace where there's gonna be fucking loud music that I'm not gonna have like respite from.
Well, hold on a second. You're 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 kind of a smoker, so you would probably have to go outside eventually.
All the time. Yeah, when I go to bars and stuff and like the music starts immediately as soon as the music starts, I'm outside in the back patio smoking.
And then you are married, so you probably would have not went. But you say it quickly like you should know better. I would never go to something like that. These motherfuckers forgot one of my McChickens. They're gonna fucking fucks. Okay. But there is a side of Dillard that maybe would go to the sex dungeon because there's a crazy wild adventures side of Dillard that taunts Italian police and gets locked up abroad.
Oh, you're asking would I have gone when I was like 19? Maybe. Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was young when I was 17, turned 18. I think I turned 18 when I got back from that trip. I was young.
Like it really can't be that bad, right? Like you think about it.
No, it probably wasn't. No,
It probably was like
you're talking about the Tampa Dungeoneers controversy.
yeah.
No, I don't see how it would have been that bad. I mean, look, here's the thing: you're not gonna accidentally fall into sex. It doesn't happen. Not for guys. It's just not gonna happen. Just because you go somewhere doesn't mean you're going to be engaging in a sex act. If that were true, fucking everybody be getting laid. Now, is it probably easier to get engaged in a gay sex act? Probably, but it just doesn't fucking happen by happenstance. You got to earn it. You got to work for it.
I just think about it. Me, CISO, and J Bomba fam were fucking cutting out of the joint and going through the doors out back to smoke up a stogie, smoke up a cig. And you know, we have to leave the main dance floor and you know walk to the back exit. And as we're leaving to go smoke a stogie, fucking it's just Reedy and Alley fucking just swinging on these fucking playground like sex swings. And
Is this like a fantasy of yours?
kiss me by
Because,
six kiss
if
me
it
by
is, I don't want to partake in your fantasy.
kiss me by six.
I might end up in one of your jack off nightmares.
I don't know what that is. That's not a thing. Is that a thing? Jack off nightmares are not a thing.
So what is this? What is this Ali and Rini fantasy about?
Oh, it's not a fantasy. I'm just, you know, I'm a storyteller. I'm a storyboarder. I just paint scenes like maybe how they would have happened. And you're taking my paintbrush away so you avoid stepping on landmines.
No, I make a point to stay away from men's fantasy. And what it sounds less like a writing exercise and more like a fantasy. Like I want to see Ellie and Rini on a sex swing. Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
That's what it's sounding like to me, Derek.
I never said anything about writing exercise. I don't know where that came from. I came in like a wrecking ball. You know, they're just fucking swinging by from opposite sides as me, Cecil, and Jay Bomba fam are exiting to go smoke a cigarette. And we're like, oh, it's fucking women, right? Can't take them anywhere. But then there's lovely, lovely women like Mandy Summers, the great OG, real go-getter. No, small brain people talk about people, and normal people talk about things, subjects.
No, I believe the saying is that small brain people talk about people, regular people talk about events, and smart people talk about ideas.
I didn't hear any of that shit. But yeah, maybe in the future there'll be some kind of your character could have a McFarlane statue. So much potential. It's all through the roof. Doors are being opened.
That'd be kind of fun, but I kind of prefer it to be a hot toy.
Doors are being opened little by little. Paths are being laid. Trails are being blazed. What is a hot toy? Like a regular toy?
Oh, Hot Toy is it's a toy making company. They make very, very detailed statues.
Oh, statues.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of toys. I like statues. I don't like the whole. I don't like looking at something. I'm a big fan of like dioramas. I like everything to look realistic. So when I see a toy and I see the fucking elbow joints and the articulations, I'm like, hate it.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about hitting you up, but I knew you were busy. I was gonna see if I could enlist your skills into one of my kiddos' birthday presents, but I ended up just saying fuck it and doing it locally because I imagined shipping would have been a bitch or whatever. And then it didn't work out because it was too big for my car, so I still haven't got around to it. But he's playing with it anyway, so it's all good.
What are you talking about? What was it that couldn't fit in your car?
Well, it's gonna sound gay, so
Tell me that part.
that out of the way. Don't judge me, but no, he wanted like X-Men is king in this house, so he wanted the X-Men mansion. Um, so gay part, I got like a big ass fucking dollhouse, and I was supposed to paint it all black and set it all up like the X-Men mansion while he was in school. But so I drove like 2 towns over, Facebook Marketplace, whatever, and shit wouldn't fit in my car. So I had to come back with just enough time to pick him up from school, and I didn't have time to fucking paint it or whatever. I went back and picked it up and just haven't painted it black or anything yet, but it's huge, man. Huge fucking
How do you
dollhouse.
think that's gonna? How do you think that was gonna work out? Painting a whole fucking dollhouse one day before your kid arrives back from school?
Yeah.
Even if
I
that would have
wasn't gonna
never
go.
worked. Even if you had like the full time to work on it, it would never get finished.
Oh, I wasn't gonna go ham. I was just gonna take the shortcut, like spray paint it primer, and then all spray paint it all black, and then that's it, all black. That's what I would have had you do anyways. If I would have commissioned it, like all black X Mansion, and then just the interior probably some different shade of black, or maybe all white on the inside. I don't know. But whatever, I don't know shit about dollhouses, but the lady was like, it's $230 right now on Amazon, and I'm giving it for $50 because my husband just died, my granddaughters don't feel comfortable coming back to the house, so I just want to get rid of it, and yeah.
How morbid.
What, you think you would have been able to pull something like that off?
No,
Flip
no way.
pimping a dollhouse into the X Mansion?
Nope.
What? You build tiny houses for a living. You could definitely do it. It's just a tiny house.
Yeah, I would not have been able to do that anywhere near. The shit would take me, I don't know, 3 months minimum.
What? Just a spray paint a dollhouse?
Yeah, but I mean, what would be the point of just spray painting a dollhouse? That's kind of silly. You would want to make it look like the X-Men shit. Put some metal fucking walls, Make a danger room.
Yeah, no. I could have, could have made a danger room, but it's like, I
Get a
don't know.
tennis court that opens up with some little fucking servos,
No, that's too much.
Otherwise, just use your imagination.
I'm
Last
still.
cigarette. Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, I want to quit. I gotta start saving money somewhere. But they're so good, man. They're so good. All right, we've been streaming an hour now. An hour. Quick and dirty. Maddox got a W. Yeah, I gotta look into that guy too, because I can probably start using him for my live streams. But there is some guy named Maddox that used to be friends with Dick Masterson, I guess, and has turned into some kind of locale that keeps taking L's. So remember this later, Dario. Maddox. Maddox.
I don't think I've heard of him. I've heard of Masterson, but I've never heard of Maddox.
Dude, Masterson is Spanish excellence. Makes you proud. Like seeing him on Dr. Phil, that shows you how long he's been trolling. It's crazy.
And I've never been a big fan of the trolls.
He was the first Andrew Tate. Everything Andrew Tate is today, everything he says was said by Dick Masterson in like fucking 2004 on live TV. A reoccurring character. First Andrew Tate. Have you read Godlike yet or Rock and Roll Ninja? Oh no, you've been busy working on the book, but
Yeah, I ain't read shit, and I don't back shit anymore.
no.
I didn't get either of those. I don't get comp copies. People don't send me things to review or take a look at this. The thrill is gone, and nobody's excited anymore. Eminem says the key to success is youthful exuberance.
Yeah, that's
Nobody has that youthful exuberance anymore.
except for the newcomers. The newcomers in indie comics have that new energy, spirit that the world needs.
I haven't seen anybody new coming out that's any good lately.
Where in indie comics?
Yeah.
You might be right about that.
Been seeing some really cool stuff from some of the veterans that have been around a while. In particular, this dude Joe Sontag is fucking killing it, dude. That River Destroyer guy.
Yeah, I never got the book, but it looked so bad, especially when Dale Keown did that cover.
I seen an interior page of it a couple of weeks back, and I was like, "Fuck, that's dope."
Yeah, it's that '90s style that everybody loves. The
No,
style,
it's like that '90s style, but it's like it's mixed with like it's not jumbled together and hard to read like the '90s style was.
oh, yeah, that '90s style. I want it so bad, but it's such a bitch because it takes so long. So then, creators, backers, and yourself, you're in that awful like constant waiting game, and it's worth it, but it's fucking takes so long to get highly detailed '90s shit like that. It's not even worth it. You gotta come with a new way to attract the 18 to 27-year-old demographic. We gotta bring them back to comics. Oh, do you know? I don't know if you would know something. This probably be fucking Matt Barr or Wiggle would know. but I'm trying to think of like what age you have to be to like what's the age you can be when you can go see a movie and like it has titties in it. Cause like when I went to see Titanic, I think that was I had to be with my parents, but whatever that was rated is probably what Sledhead should be rated.
Well, let's take a look. PG-13.
Oh, PG. Okay, cool. So I wonder what that would translate to in comics, but if anything, I just put PG-13 right on the book. Who cares? Be different. Moving different. Yes, I'm liking that hair.
Well, this is that mankind hair.
And he looks very, very sad in love. Let's see what else. Oh man, I wonder. They fucking they convicted Trump, so I wonder if that's gonna throw a wrench in things. And one of my really base friends was telling me that the reason for everything is because Trump wants to end foreign aid, which we all know needs modified somehow because it's directly affecting us through super inflation. He wants to end foreign aid, and my buddy is saying that foreign aid is the main tool used to launder government money, and without foreign aid plans and packages, that they won't be able to launder their money anymore, and they'd only be able to have income from their government salaries. So that's the reason why the Democratic Party does not want Trump to win.
Yeah, I believe that's true. I've also heard that. I think that's kind of how. I think that most money laundering is through government contracts to private firms. But I don't think that's exclusive to that. I mean, it could very well be that foreign aid has avenues. Seen this very interesting post where the guy says it was like a comic strip parody thing. The guy says the United States puts out a request for a bridge, and he gets 3 bids back: one from Russia, one from China, and one from I don't know, X country. Right? And Russia's like, I can do it for 5 million. And China's like, I can do it for 10 million. And this other country's like, I can do it for 30 million. And they're like, well, what's the reason it's 5 million? Why is it 5 million? He's like, it'll take 4 million to build the bridge, and then 1 million for profit for my people. He's like, all right. What about you, China? And he's like, oh, it'll probably take us about 5 million to build the bridge, and 5 million for profit for the workers. Okay, that makes sense. He asks this other country, what about you? Why 30 million? He says, oh, it'll take us about 4 million to build a bridge, and then you get 10 million, and I get 10 million. And the U.S. says, absolutely.
I didn't see that, but that is funny.
That's all it takes. I mean, these small private contractors that get government bids for jobs are so damn lucrative. It's the whole reason for the black budget, right? It's the You don't want to explain where the money's going. The money was spent.
Yeah, that's why I think it's gonna be a shit show come election time because like people like Trump that have these radical things that would completely demolish their normal corrupt status quo. They usually get assassinated, like JFK and everything. Like, yeah,
Hmm. Oh yeah, JFK and the military-industrial complex.
yeah. CIA. Fuck, man. I don't know. We'll see how everything turns out. But I don't think there's any way he could lose, man, which is the scary part because other conspiratorial things that they just don't give a fuck anymore. They're not hiding anything. They're everything's on Front Street, and then if you like say anything about it, you're a crazy person. But like we all know, years from now, it'll be like, yo, it was true, just like everything else.
Hmm.
But like that fucking that painting, the King of England, like they're not even trying to hide that shit no more, bro. And that's the scary part. They're like, oh, it's time.
How long are you gonna stream? Do you think? I need to go get
Uh,
some cigarettes.
yeah, like we can keep going, or you can peace out if you got to, and I'll send that PayPal through, and then you just send it to me when you're done. Or you can get cigarettes, and I'll keep streaming for a little bit. It's all up to you.
Yeah, do me a favor. Send me that PayPal so I can get some soda too,
Okay.
and I'll come back and we'll continue. I
All
want to
right.
get a
Yeah.
good portion of this done before I call it. 'Cause I'm like, my back's jumping and I'm getting all angry. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna say this.
Okay. Yeah. Opening up Safari, and I'll send that
I will
over.
be back in like I guess probably 8 to 10 minutes.
All right. I'll entertain while you're gone.
All right.
All right. PayPal. Holy shit! It's been so long since I've done this. Cause yeah, I haven't used PayPal in forever. Other artists get paid through other methods. All right, so while I'm doing that, it's loading up. Let me share my screen really quick. Put something visual on. Oh, huh. Is PayPal gonna load faster than the visual? Yep. Oh, just go with the flow. Oh, the visual has loaded up. Oh, PayPal. Fuck. I should save my password, but I think I remember it. Let's see. Continue on web. Da-da-da-da. Okay, let's see. Holy shit, I haven't done this in forever. How do I do this? Send in request. Uh, Send in requests. Let's see. Oh, since I used to commission Dillard all the time, it's right here. Oh, Yeah, I can't send it as friends and family. That's fucking gay. Oh, but it says there's no PayPal fee. Let me send a little bit more just in case. I don't know what the PayPal fee is. It should be good. Okay, PayPal. Thanks. Yaira is here. 206 people. Coach is also streaming.
Well, I don't know.
Let's see if I can get my headphones working.
He was, I don't know. Well, Gladiator kind of put Russell Crowe, well,
On the map, yeah.
solidified him on the map.
Before that, he was in that that fucking cop movie in the
Yeah.
60s.
And it's what's his name, the director,
Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott. So that's a little bit more money. I'm gonna just guess a little high. I'll say 200 million.
103 million.
103.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was done. I want to say like most of the budget in that were some of the scenes of the Coliseum on the outside in the city. I want to say that's where most of the special effects went into.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have the DVD of that, there's some storyboards in there where they actually wanted to have him fight a rhinoceros in the Coliseum. You remember when they had the tigers come out or whatever, but there was a scene where he would end up fighting a rhinoceros, and it was just it wasn't in the budget because rhinos are too dangerous. You can't actually interact with them. Like they're not like one of those trained animals or whatever. Like there's no way to take it down or control it. And so then they were like, well, we'll do a CG one. And they were like, we just don't have the budget.
They said wizardry only appears in fairy tales. But when you arrange some mystical
Mexican. Good.
Mowgli's back.
For your milky.
Oh shit, Mowgli's back.
And speaking of locales, Angela says here, see, this is what I don't understand why Kiwi Farms doesn't make Eric a locale, because he hired these incest twins that were in a smut film and make S&M horror movies. Yeah, and then the history of like Lucifer Valentine that they worked with and admired, and you know, I still believe that probably still have a friendship with him to this day. Like I have no doubt in my mind that they still, if not communicate, they still have respect for that awful man. But
How the fuck do you respect somebody that literally banged his underage disabled sister to the point that she wanted to off herself? I mean, how do you?
Hey,
exactly.
They do incest, man. They do incest porn.
Incest is best. Put your sister to the test. Isn't that what they say? Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
Wasn't
God.
Father Hostas
I'm
down
gonna
with Preston
I'm gonna put
Knight?
that on a shirt and sell it.
You never heard that before?
No,
that would
I've never
sell.
heard of it.
That would sell in Alabama.
I'm in my 50s.
I'm not defending the Sofska sisters here at all. But Father Hostage, BVS, pretty sure he used to be part of Preston Polton's Preston Knights. So he was okay with Preston getting pegged, but to chase a little clout, he's against Sofska sisters, satanic porn.
Geez, I've heard that shit forever. Incest is best. Put
Cloud was a hell of a drug.
your sister to the test.
I was telling him. Yeah,
and I never did. Trust
I
me.
gotta remind people. As someone from Tennessee, I'm like, listen, don't compare us to those people in Alabama. All right, Alabama, they like to marry their sisters. In Tennessee, we just marry cousins.
I'm from Arkansas, so we just marry anybody that'll take us.
Oh god, that was good. That was good.
I see people.
I like
This
that.
is what it means to laugh at yourself. Something that Eric July does not understand.
Self-deprecating all the time, dude. I'll be married 30 years in November to the best person ever. We raised 4 kids together. I got a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old or 1.5-year-old grandkid. And my wife is Mexican and I'm pure white. But if you can't laugh at yourself, what the fuck are you doing as a person?
Yeah.
Yo, guy who likes
dude,
Wookiees.
just
guy who loves Wookiees or
He's
like
busy-
Sheelys.
Poor Bert. Leave Bert alone. He's lifting weights with one arm. He's got a little Chinese kid with a camera. He's walking around Belgium and shit like that. Having a good time. I saw him last week. He got so fat. He looked Chinese. I didn't even know it was Bert. I thought it was a fat China. I thought it was a fat Chinaman and shit. And I looked and it was Bert with some kid. That alcohol is getting to his head is swollen from those Budweiser. That's in Tito's vodka.
He's all red.
Oh no, he's a mess. He's a mess. I thought he was a fat chink. I saw him on Bert.com. I go, who's the fat chink? It was Bert. Lifting weights with some skinny kid. Poor Bert. Leave Bert alone. He's lifting weights with one arm. He's got a little Chinese kid with a camera.
And Chappelle, supposedly, the story goes, came into the Laugh Factory one night. You could ask.
Poor Bert. Leave Bert alone.
Strong guy origins. Why not?
Protect the skin, you serve it.
Skin you defend in. Protect your skin with La Roche-Posay's ultra lightweight sunscreen.
Can true pain be hidden behind smiles? The character we're talking about in this marvelous video might be able to answer that question. Strong Guy's origin and story can be described as devastating for several reasons. The pain his mutation caused and his other story arcs. To begin with, he needed help finding his people. We seek to answer questions like, where did he come from? How much did he struggle to find himself over and over again? How did he go from a noble-intentioned superhero to a cold-blooded killer? Let's find out. Before we go to our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small clip for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Tragic backstory of Strong Guy. Guido Carosella, who eventually went by the alias of Strong Guy, made his first appearance in issue 29 of the New Mutants comic series. These issues were published in 1985. Guido was born in Rhinebeck, New York. In school, he was a scrawny kid who was relentlessly bullied. To cope with his inability to make friends, Guido became the class clown. He would make his classmates laugh, but he couldn't befriend them. One day, he was being bullied as always, but something inside him snapped in. Guido decided he'd had enough and it was time to fight back. This was the moment when his slumbering mutant abilities revealed themselves for the first time. To his shock, Guido's arm began growing disproportionately large compared to the rest of his body. In a panic, he scrambled onto the road and was hit by a bus, but he miraculously survived this blow and absorbed the impact. Ever since he grew gigantic in size, he was no longer bullied. Although his new mutation isolated him further in his aloneness, we are made to realize that his mutation caused him chronic pain, which he didn't like to talk about. In an unfortunate event, his parents were killed in an accident by a fallen satellite. Though Guido received a huge fortune as a settlement from the court, he was irresponsible with this money. After his parents' tragic deaths, his aunt and uncle supported and provided him with a sense of home to the best of their abilities. Guido recklessly spent the money he'd gotten and soon found his funds depleted. Carosella started looking for odd jobs to earn a salary that would allow him to sustain the kind of lifestyle he preferred. He began working as a bodyguard for intergalactic rock star Lila Cheney. In the issue of the New Mutants, Sam Guthrie, also known as Cannonball, and Ilyana Rasputin were forced to send out a plea of help to Lila. 2 young mutants named Roberto and Amara were kidnapped from Charles Xavier's School of Gifted Youngsters. They were abducted by the Gladiators, a group based in Los Angeles, California. The Gladiators planned fights in an arena known as the Underground Mutant Theater. In this storyline, however, the Shadow King had taken over the group and impersonated their leader. When Ilyana and Sam teleported to Los Angeles, they also shift in time. The pair hurried to Lila's home, only for the door to be opened by an absolute monolith of a man. Strong Guy is shown wearing a butler-like suit, and readers recognize him by his signature hair swirl. He made for an imposing figure, immediately intimidating anyone who came across him. Rito worked as Lila's security guard.
Oh, my bad.
What are we watching? Strong Guy?
Yeah, some origins. Yeah, I never even knew about this guy when I was younger, but I guess he's in the Age of Apocalypse, like that saga of that multiverse.
Never read it.
Fucking.
The only thing I know about the Age of Apocalypse, anything I know about X-Men came from the cartoon TV show.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I only read a few little, like, what do you call them? Like those miniseries, like the Sabretooth miniseries, a couple of Wolverine ones. Other than that, I didn't really read the X-Men, like, serially.
Yeah, me either. Never serially. I was just, I didn't even know what serial meant as a kid. I'd just pick up every X-Men that looked cool, every cover.
I was like a fucking, like, I'm a perpetual tourist, right? Like, I just, like, even today, if I go into a comic book shop, I don't go and look for, like, the next issue. I'm just, that has a cool cover, I'll take that. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's also what
I'm a cover whore.
That's what I want to do with all my books. Circumvent, avoid that problem. So that's why instead of going serial, I'm going episodic, where everything is like a standalone issue. And if I do have an episode that's got to be longer, then the way I'll get away with it is just be like a 2 or 3 part episode. 2 or 3 parts to an episode, as opposed to fucking having to read shit in order, and that shit's gay.
I was watching Jay Dollar right now on the way to the store. He's on with 7 of 9. Can you believe it?
I'm not even sure who's. Oh wait, I think I do know who 7 of 9 is. He's plays for the other team. Really good backer.
Yes, a ravenous homosexual. Loves that mangina. So they're talking about railroad mafias and kings and queens and rulers and who owns what and who controls what. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, there's a movie, very famous movie called The Dark Knight Rises. Very underrated movie in my opinion. With Bane. Bane is the main villain. The guy tells him, I paid you a lot of money, and puts his hand on his shoulders. That gives you power over me? How important do you think it is to owe somebody money in the grand scheme of things, countries wise? Or is it or does it all just boil down to military might?
EVE Online. Mac immerses you in a universe with thousands of stars.
So,
what?
1990s comic book crossover for Marvel. This is X-Men Executioner style. So this is really cool because
I don't know. I'm dumb. I'm the
Like,
dumbest.
I mean, but you don't have to be smart, right? Just think about it like logically. Like if let's say for instance you're in a schoolyard and the biggest, baddest man on the schoolyard owes you money. Basically, Debo owes Red a bike, right? if you come up and you ask nicely and you're in a good mood, Debo might actually give you your bike back. But because he's so much bigger, so much stronger, so much more powerful and in control, if you come at him any kind of way that's not 100% humble, he might just be like, fucking my bike, punk. Don't you think?
Mm.
Or do you think there's more morality than that?
I don't know. I'm lost.
Anyway, what were you talking about? Executioner song?
Wait, did you just kind of give me some of my own medicine?
I don't know what that means. So probably not.
Okay.
Dario, do you consider yourself to be paranoid?
I guess not to the full extent of the word, but I can see people that are not from here bringing it up a lot, and from the outside looking in, I guess it could look like that, but it's more of a like a statewide mentality. Like when you're from New York, everything is a setup. Everything is guilty until proven innocent. It's like the most only the strong will survive, survival of the fittest type of statewide mentality that exists even in the most rural and redneck parts of the state. It's there. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like everything is questioned. Nothing should be fully accepted based on, I don't know.
You know, when I go to pick up my kid from school. Well, here, let me share my screen so I can illustrate this point better. Let me know when you can see it.
But no, I'm not as paranoid as Finatra. Let me turn my camera on. Let me share your screen.
All right, so this is my life, right?
Are you sure?
I go to my kid's school. Here's the school. Here's the parking lot in the front. It's a very tiny parking lot. Here's the sidewalk. You can drive in here, go between the cars, stop, pick up your kid, make your way out, and skedaddle, right? But across the street, there's a big dirt area, right? A lot of hills. And a lot of people park their cars here and walk across the street to go collect their kid from the kindergarten, right? A lot of people park here, a lot of cars. Like I will, on the average day, it's nice and warm, so I'll park my car here, leave my keys in the car, all the windows down, leave it running with the AC on, and walk and wait over here for about 10 minutes for my kid to get out of class. And then she gets out of class, and then we go back to the car and drive home. And not at any point in my mind do I think that car is going to get stolen. Somebody's going to go, I'm going to come back and somebody's going to be in it.
Yeah, because you're in Harupa Valley.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn. Sorry. Fuck. I'm so used to us just being like.
No, I mean, I am. That everybody knows that.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. But I forget we're on a live stream. I'm just so used to us like chilling. My bad. But yeah, there's like certain places in small town Americas and little suburb Americas. It's beautiful slices of life. It's literally a thing, and it's like how some city folks will use it to like emasculate you because of your location. Be like, oh yeah, you live where you can leave your doors unlocked, type of thing. You know?
Yeah, like I've never in my life locked the doors to my house. The only time I've ever locked the door to my house is when I'm leaving for the entire day.
Good for you. Good for you.
And it fucking boggles my mind how everybody's so paranoid, especially on the internet. Oh, what? Is this person?
No,
talking
it's
about
not. It's not. It's. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if it's all of the internet though. I think it's. I don't know. It's weird. It's like it's kind of the same way. The paranoia that you're bringing up too. It's kind of funny how ironically it also exists in other things like the drug game or like even like politics, like 4 and 8 or whatever. Like it's just anything that where there's chances for money to be made. It's just like flies to piles of shit attracts the worst kind of people. And not only because maybe they're already bad people, but also can corrupt people into becoming bad people. And it's so weird. It's always where there's money to be made. It's like the lifelong lesson.
Yeah, I'm not even joking. It is, and I see it, and it's kind of gross. I don't know how people like living like that, because the people that do live like that pride themselves in living like that.
Wait, and living like
you were
what?
saying earlier, you're just a country bumpkin. You don't know how the real world works.
Yeah.
And I do. I mean, I used to sell. I know how you have to be. I don't like being that.
Yeah, nobody wants to be that. And it seems like the only people that want to be that have identity crisis, or they've never had to face consequences for those kinds of things and lifestyles. And it seems like also the only people that want to stay there is because that's how they've been brought up from a young child. Like that's all they know, and it's generational. A lot of organizations are family generational. Like, so it's not like
Yeah, I just don't see it as something aspirational, something cool, something to be admired. It's just, what a gross way to live. You hear a noise outside, and then you have to go and wonder what that is, and then you got to go check it out because it just might be somebody wrecking your shit. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean,
hear a
that's
noise
normal
outside,
though.
and
But
I'm like,
even
fucking dogs, you know, and I go back to sleep.
yeah, but I don't know, Dillard. You might be pushing it with that one, because even like even normal civilians, laid back people who have never committed any crimes in their life, if you hear a noise outside, as the role of being the man of your household, you might have to bite the bullet and you might have to go check what that is, you know. But yeah, as far as like, it's not something you aspire to be. Anybody who's fucking been in any kind of crime, and like it's not fun having to always look over your shoulder and worry if today is going to be the day you're going to get busted, or today's going to be the day you're going to get in a fight or a shootout. That's not fun. Nobody wants to stay there for their whole time, for the rest of their lives. Eventually, you just want to fucking ride off in the sunset and just enjoy life and just live a normal life, as normal as you can. That's why when people on the internet get all or it's like, it's just that kind of saying, like the loudest one in the room is usually the fucking the biggest coward or the biggest pussy. Oh, it's that type of thing.
Like, I don't know if that's
Or if like
true,
if you notice anybody like
seems that way.
pushing, if you notice anybody pushing like to be proud of being gangster or gangs and they're proud of that shit, or they're like saying they're like fucking number one macho man in the world, they have absolutely no self-awareness and their ego is out of control, then those are probably the biggest pussies or bitch made people in the world.
Like, I would consider myself a coward. Because my first instinct is I don't want to get into an altercation or a confrontation.
Yeah, that's not my first instinct, but it is now. And it's like a lot of swallowing. No homo. Because I know that my kid's the most important thing. And so now it's not about me, it's about him. And there's nothing worse than that. Like that's a hard transition right there for somebody. Like, yeah, you gotta come back to him. You can't let him down anymore. It's time to suck that shit up. That is hard because when like somebody punks you, like you know what being punked is, when somebody punks you, usually the normal thing to do is to react or walk away or get punked like a pussy and just be a pussy. You have to deal with that shame and guilt and that ego shattering, the L. You gotta deal with it. Or you can plot revenge and stuff, but like I don't know, when you got a kid, now you just gotta take L's left and right. When normally you'd be like, oh yeah. Also, the internet is crazy because it seems to be a lot of life ruination. Seems to be a lot of getting dirty just to try to make a little bit of money, or get like an audience or a fan base. It's a hell of a lot worse out here than it should be.
Yeah, there's like entire fucking areas of this comics gate. People are like, just that's their whole thing is, let me see if I gotta see what somebody's doing today. Like the people that go after like Liam, right? I'm gonna wake up in the morning, and if Liam has posted anything at all anywhere online, I gotta find some way to make fun of it.
You're one of them. No, I'm kidding.
Huh?
I said you're one of them. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
In what way?
No, I'm kidding.
No, I will actively joke about somebody who's done something objectively egregious.
Yeah, like the whole.
You're doing something real stupid. I'll be like, you're doing something real stupid, and I'm not gonna apologize for saying you're doing something real stupid.
Yeah, like the whole Chomper thing. That's probably why you don't like him.
Oh, Liam?
But yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't like Liam. But again, I got my own personal reasons why. To me,
But
that was egregious. There was no reason for him to make this false claim that I was stealing the design.
Yeah.
There was no reason for him to do that, but he did it because he was in that cycle of like I need to
get a win.
I'm gonna get a win on Nasser. I'm gonna make it clear,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because again, it had nothing to do with me, right? It was all about his beef with Nasser.
Yeah, and that pissed me off so much, and I don't even know why, because it wasn't me. It shouldn't have even pissed me off, but and then I don't know, so like shit like that, I guess, but that's what I'm talking about, like life ruination like that goes on, because it's okay with like trolling a little bit here and there and like having thick skin and stuff, but like dedicating yourself to like ruining somebody's life, it's like I don't even want any parts of that. So I'd rather just I don't need the money. I don't need to go through any of that dirty shit, try to make money, especially with a comic book. It's not the end all be all. If people want it, they can PayPal me money, and then RJ will send you your copy, but that's it. No promotion, no networking. I don't want any parts of this shit. But I'm still doing my own thing on the side too. It's still getting translated into a screenplay by local script man, and still gonna be shopped around or whatever. But yeah, that way I'm not here to make money. I didn't come here to make money. I came here to make some books.
And I just can't abide by people that spend their time trying to tear somebody else down. Usually people will tear themselves down. Usually. They're not worth it. They'll do it to themselves. They can't help it.
I don't know though. That is true a lot, and you do want to believe in a hopeful message like that. And even I used to say shit like that. But I know a lot of pieces of shit that are still around. The people that you think would tear themselves apart are still around here kicking. So I think I think that saying is super true. So we're all a part of it. The internet is undefeated. But also I'm not worried anymore. Like that was the epiphany I had in this last kerfuffle tiff is yeah. Now that I don't give a fuck, it's like pressure relieved. Yeah, I'm doing this because I love it and I want to make kick-ass shit, but there's no more pressure. I'm not gonna sit here and play Game of Thrones, politicking. All this shit is retarded. And at first, I wanted to play the game, be controversial, do a little this and this. Anything to try to fucking be a six-figure young lady success. But then this last fight, it just made me realize it's not what it's not even why I came here. I didn't even know what crowdfunding was. I had no idea who Ethan was. I was trying to fucking hire Frega to draw fucking manslaughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't come here to make money, and I'm not gonna allow myself to become completely useless and untouchable and dirty. All this shit for what? For the hopes of that maybe for what? To impress people? To, hey, my book is so good. Maybe Ethan will share his audience with me. There's got to be other ways to fucking legitimize Comicsgate. And I'm gonna kick down the fucking doors, man. Screenplay. That's cartoons, toys. How did X-Men become king? How did X-Men become the greatest thing to ever come out of comic books? Tackled everything at once. Comic book, cartoon, toys, trading cards, video games.
What kind of ears are we working with this guy?
I don't fuck, it sucks because I just sat there. Well, I didn't sit there and watch you do it because I was talking. I'm not looking at the screen. But let me think. Yeah, I don't think I want them to have wait. Hold on a second. Looking at it, looking at it. Yeah, let's fuck, you're gonna hate me. Can we get rid of the long scraggly beard and maybe make it more like more short haired? Like short and stubby, like if it was like the top of fucking Guile's head on Street Fighter. Stubby little pig beard.
Now you're not talking about going like this, right? You're talking about following the line of the jaw.
Yeah, following the line of jaw, but yeah, kind of like stubby. Like, I don't know, like bristly, like toothbrush, short haired. Because, yeah, I think the long hair and the long beard is a little too much. And we don't got to finish this. Obviously, it's not going to get finished tonight, but at least we'll get a chunk out of the way.
I just want to get everything that I need to get down in terms of
Information.
that way that I can, information wise, so I can actually work on this without more input. That way, I'm not like waiting on like you to actively be there to be like, okay, well now I can continue.
Look, man, I'm just waiting on. I've been now that I just got to proofread. Wait, let me count. Yeah, proofreading of pages 11 through 15 right now, and then I'm gonna send those to him probably tomorrow night. But since I got those out of the way, and I just got to read through them and make sure I like the dialogue. Dude, I finally had time to like consume some fucking media. So me and the kid have been reading 1 through 15 of X-Force. Yeah, like that's fine. Yeah, just more stubby. Because the long beard was kind of long hair, long beard is kind of dumb, I'd say. It was like, I don't know. It was reminding me of Swamp Thing a little bit.
So what about ears?
All right, for ears, How about yeah, how about like indented like pig ears, but can you like put like a triangular like snip in them on the top flap of it?
A pig ear would kind of look kind of like this, right? Like that.
No, I think it has to have a bigger flap on the top of it that covers a good portion of that. Like hold on. I'm gonna draw that shit real quick with my finger. Okay, like this. This kind of piggish. Oh, god damn it. This fucking thing. Hold on. Settings. Virtual background. None. Boom.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on Duran Duran?
I don't really know anything about Duran Duran.
Oh, sounds like you have some digging to do. Thoughts on Billy Idol?
I mean, I know that he sings a couple of songs. I don't. What do you want to know about Billy Idol? My thoughts. Do I like him? Do I think he's good, or is he like in politics or something?
I don't know. I'm just naming people off this 80s villains playlist. Who's better, Frank Sinatra or Sammy Davis?
You're asking the wrong person. I don't know anything about those dudes.
God damn it.
Like I know that Frank Sinatra was a singer. I don't know if Sammy Davis was a singer. You ask me who's better, I'd say probably Frank Sinatra. Was Sammy Davis Jr. was he a comedian? What was his job?
Isn't he a singer? I don't know. Doesn't he have that one song? I'm not just anyone.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, isn't that Sammy Davis Jr.? I'm not just anyone. What's the next one? I thought you would know that song. Not Just Anyone by Sammy Davis Jr. Because it's like in the same vein as like Stand By Me type of songs. Oh, it's such a good itch on my leg. I'm gonna have to use some of that Aveeno.
Well, you got mosquito bite?
Yeah, you could say that. Oh, I'm not even sharing the screen. Shit. There we go. All right, you're playing Marvel vs. Capcom. I think it was number 2, the old school one. What 2 characters are you picking to dominate and kick ass?
Ooh.
Oh, that
kick ass.
those patches of hair look very Cynthia. I'm digging it. You're a Wolverine Berserker Barrage kind of guy, huh?
No, I'm actually I forgot. Let me look up my team here. Was it 2-on-2? It was 2-on-2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, for sure, one of them is Captain America.
I'm so fucking badass with Cyclops, dude. Oh wait, I gave you the wrong game. Marvel vs. Capcom. You probably never even played this other one. It was X-Men vs. Street Fighter. That's the one I've been
that was
playing.
the first one.
Oh, is that what that was the first one?
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
yeah.
X-Men versus Street Fighter, then Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, X-Men vs. Street Fighter is one I've been playing with the kiddo, man. Cyclops is such a badass. Who else do I really like in that game?
Yeah, I think for that one, it was for sure Wolverine. I think probably. I'm looking at the roster, and I'm like,
Juggernaut.
I don't think I ever actually played this one a lot.
Oh, I think it's got Sabretooth in it too. I could be wrong, but I think it's got
Sabretooth, Magneto, Juggernaut, Storm, Gambit, Rogue, Cyclops, and Wolverine. And then for the Street Fighter side, it has Ken, Ryu, Cammy, M. Bison, Zangief, Dhalsim, and I don't know who this guy is with the fucking pompadour, the blonde pompadour, and the high-necked yellow jacket.
Huh. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't actually play this game. I think I played this game like twice, maybe 3 times.
Yeah, it's badass, man. I'll always play that. Oh shit! The legend himself. Speak of the devil, Captain Infinity. How did he get his YouTube channel back? Tim Olsen's
The
bad.
new one, it's called Captain Notfinity.
Captain Notfinity.
It's like calling yourself Old Ben Kenobi.
When you lose your channel, do they let you have all your videos?
I doubt it.
Fuck. Spiky shoulders. Can't wear a shirt because he's too wide to begin with, but also spikes.
He says, nope, everything is gone.
Yeah, this guy eventually, when all right, allow for these mental gymnastics just for a second. Eventually, when my mutant team book lays down that hard, nice foundation and groundwork, we hit the ground running. We become popular. And slowly but surely, we start becoming an alternative and a comparison for the new generation of 18 to 27-year-olds. We become their X-Men. This guy has to be able to compete as a replacement for Beast, and I think we are doing a fine job. Fine job. Look at that stubble. See, that was kind of a good call. Better than the long beard. So real quick, vocal crash course on perspective. What rulers do I need to go buy at Walmart? Or does Clip Studio come with all the rulers you need?
Yeah, you don't need a ruler when you have Clip Studio.
Oh. But you probably want to learn with some kind of stylus pencil and not a mouse, right?
Yeah, ideally, but you don't have to. You can learn with a mouse.
And then okay. Yeah, say I'm just drawing pinup style like you are right now. Because I've seen a book somewhere where they did everything, they measured everything by drawn heads. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, it's called the Loomis method.
Okay, the Loomis method. So like a body would be like 3 times the head, and the lower half would be
3 more times. Yeah, the human body is 6 heads tall.
6 heads tall.
But if you want to draw Western superhero comics, your typical, because again, this is not a hard and fast rule, but for instance, your Captain America is going to be 8 heads tall.
Yeah, exaggerated.
Your Juggernaut is 5 heads tall.
Juggernaut's 5 heads tall. What? Wouldn't he be way taller than 8?
Remember, it's all relative to his head.
Oh,
right. When you have somebody like the Incredible Hulk, depending on who draws him, like one of the best things, one of the easiest ways to measure, right? Or let's say the easiest way to make somebody look bigger is to make their head even tinier. That makes their body look enormous, you know.
Yeah.
So it depends on what you're going for. There's rules that you need to learn so that you can throw them out the window. Because everything is different for every individual character.
Yeah, I really want these arms to feel super exaggerated. I want them to feel heavy. Like you could feel they weigh his body, or maybe they weigh him down a little bit. Like just barely above the ground. You know? Some massive beast arms that when he swings them, he's probably taking chunks out of like a brick building just by swinging his arms into the side of a building. Whoopch.
I get you.
Like if he was an action figure, that would probably be one of his things. Just fucking swinging these fucking heavy weighted arms with no care, nonchalantly. The multiplier must be infinity. Oh wait, let's see what he's saying. So if your character is headless, the multiplier must be infinity. Chin scratch.
No, he has to have a head because you have to have some. It's like drawing a cloud, right, or scenery. You need a little tiny bird for perspective. So you got to have that little tiny head to give everything proper proportion.
Oh, that's not cool, Captain. I don't know. I guess I get it, but I don't know if I would do it. Saying he's putting he's putting a certain Robert in his book as a beheading, a victim of a beheading.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm just gaily and homosexually staring into this beast character's eyes. And I kind of like it.
Hey, you have a couple of larger trucks, don't you?
Yeah, but a lot of them are meant to like how do you say it? Uh they're like town cars, you know? they can get anywhere you need to go in town, like at 30 miles an hour. But if you gotta use a highway to get anywhere else, they're probably start shaking. Not the safest things. If you start getting close to 55. But yeah. And some of them aren't on the road or anything, so I'd have to like, yeah, license plate switcheroos. But why? What do you? Is there a truck rule too?
No, I need a truck, and I want to know what you would recommend.
Oh well, this is what I plan on getting, but not anytime soon because my main car is like almost paid off. So I think I want to see what enjoy life without a car payment before I go and fucking trade it in
Dude,
for.
that's what I've been doing for the last like 5 years, and I'm like, God, I don't want to stop doing that.
I want to enjoy life without a car payment for a little bit before I trade in for a new vehicle. But if I had to get it, because I only got like fucking 60 something thousand miles on it, it's like, why waste fucking
Dude,
money?
why would you get a new car?
Yeah,
That's basically a new car.
That's what I'm. So I got it at 24,000 miles, but I'm like, why am I gonna buy a new car
That's like fucking 2 years worth of driving.
when fucking it's only got 60 something thousand miles on it? You know, fuck, I don't need to show off for anybody. Like, fuck off. Who cares? But a car is a statement. But so eventually, I want to get a truck, and when I do get a truck, it's gonna be the fucking Shelby Cobra. That's right.
So this is what I need, right? I have this trailer. That I have to move around. I want a truck. Number one, it's got to be at least like a 2500 class, right? Or a 250. I don't want a dually under any circumstances. I don't want a dually. It needs to have a front seat and a back seat. So no like regular cabs. It's got to have a front seat. It's got to have a back seat. It's got to be at least a 250 or 2500. Because I got to move 10,000 pounds. And it has to, when it's not hooked up to this, right? It has to be able to, even if the tailgate's down, move a golf cart.
Okay. Well, then you're gonna want a truck with a reliable transmission that can handle heavy loads, and usually the most common one it would be the F-150 or the F-250. But I'm gonna say fuck that because those transmissions I've seen them come and go. I'd go with the Toyota Tundra.
But the Toyota Tundra couldn't reliably pull this.
Yes, it could.
I don't know. The thing's rated for like fucking 8,000 pounds.
What? No, the Tundra won truck of the year.
My facts straight.
You're probably right though.
Because I've been looking it up, and Tundras don't really have like the big, massive. Because like the reason I'm leaning towards a Dodge Ram 2500 is because the Dodge Ram 2500 uses the same transmission that the Dodge Ram turbo diesel Cummins engine uses.
Oh yeah, no, Rams are. I guess no. Yeah,
and like the Toyota Tundras, they don't even have like a 2500 class or a 3500 class. They just have the Tundra.
What? Hold on.
Yeah, like the 20. It has a. This is kind of weak. Maybe I can find a better one. Because the Tundra it typically tows 8,300. What is this one? Because this one says 83 to 12. But it's yeah, they're super underpowered compared to a heavier duty work truck. You know what I mean? Like Tundras are great, but I have to get out of the class of like half ton pickups and get into like a 3/4 ton.
What? You should have just got an RV, man.
Huh?
You should have just got an RV.
Oh, that time for that decision has passed.
You should have just got a camper that was drivable.
No, those are crazy expensive. If I were to get something that's this size, that's drivable, it would have been fucking over $100,000.
Because either way, depending on how many miles you're planning on lugging that thing, you're gonna put some life, some years on that baby.
Yeah, basically what's going to happen is we have this membership to this RV park.
Because, dude, hold on. I've literally seen plows that you put on the front of trucks to plow snow, damage the transmission of pickup trucks. So lugging that camper around, I don't know how good that is either. Because plows are tiny compared to a big ass camper, man. Just you know what I do? I would use your truck that you have. Oh wait, can that truck you have currently lug that camper around?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So now you're in quite the pickle. You're in a smiller pickle. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, get the Ram. And if you don't get the Ram, then I don't know. Get a GMC.
Yeah, the Toyota Tundras are rated basically for a maximum of 8,000 pounds towing. Unless I get a brand new one, which I'm not going to get. I'm going to get a used truck.
What about let me look up the Shelby Cobra
if I
while you
look up
draw.
if you look up, because like if I get a Ram, right, like it tells me, okay, if I get a standard stock tradesman package Ram 2500, that's about 14,000 that I can pull, because I think it has like that 6.4 V8 Hemi. Or for just a couple of thousand more, I could go and get the Cummins turbo diesel, and then I could be towing like 24,000 pounds. Basically, for what I'm going to use it for is I have this membership to this RV park in the mountains. It's about 30 miles. No, it's about 20 miles away. And it's up a hill. It's up this place called Lytle Creek. So it's about 3 miles of mountain pulling going uphill. And for any, because the RV weighs about 9,500. And if I'm pulling it up the hill and I can pull with a Ram, even just a regular gas, not even a diesel, just a regular gas, I have a towing capacity of like 14,000. The fucking transmission's not even going to heat up. You know what I mean? It's just whatever.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, how cold does it get up in the mountains that you're going into? Because a lot of times I know diesel freezes.
It doesn't get cold. It doesn't even snow.
Like the diesel trucks that we use, we have to keep them plugged in during the winter.
Yeah.
Well,
I used to drive a truck. Yeah, we got up there in in those real cold areas up there by Canada and shit, we had to keep our trucks running constantly so that we didn't. And especially if we were hauling anything with liquid, we had to keep the truck running just so the vibrations would not allow the stuff to freeze.
Yeah, you gotta well, you have like I think like a 5-hour window if you park it up, so you'll be all right, but like anything longer than that, you're risking it.
Yeah, basically that place was, they got really excited. They sent out a newsletter saying, "Hey everybody, we got frost on the ground." We're like, oh, cool.
Yeah, see, I'm looking at the truck that I would get, the 750 HP Shelby F-150 Super Snake, $100,000 Thunder truck.
Okay, what is it called again?
The Shelby Super Snake. It's I think it was 2022, so it's about 2 years old already. Basically, Mustang made a truck.
What the fuck? This thing can't pull anything.
What? I can't pull nothing? Well, I don't need it to. It looks badass.
This is the you said 2023?
No, I think I was looking at one that was 2022. F-150 Super Snake. Look at the front of that thing. You don't think that thing looks... Yeah, it looks badass as fuck. Double striped like the Stang.
Yeah, it looks cool. But I don't know, just I'm not a big fan of like the trucks that look like they're toys instead of the trucks that look like they're for utility. Like this is cool. It does look cool, right? Like I think that this truck is a much cooler. Like if I was going to like Glamis.
But you don't think it's for utility? It's Ford F-150.
Yeah, but it's like it's for sport. It's for going over dunes. It's for jumps. You know, it's not for fucking. I mean, look at the truck bed. It's like what is that? Like a 5 1/4 inch or 5'3" truck bed. It's just fucking tiny.
Well, you think it could pull your camper?
I think it probably could. I think it'll overheat.
All right.
But it's like if I were to get one, like I really like the looks of the new Ford Raptors, right? But they're for fun. They're not for utility. They're for fun.
Yeah. So
Cool looking truck though.
So after your book is done, if I see you in this truck, I'm gonna be hella pissed off because you just said it was ugly, no use.
Did I say it was ugly, or did I say it's cool and it's for fun? It's not for utility.
Yeah, that's what you said.
What did I say? Which one was it?
It's for sport.
I just said it, and you're already putting words in my mouth.
It's for sport, so you wouldn't get it. So if I see you in it, if I see pictures of Dillard in the Ford Shelby, I'm gonna be tight.
Yeah, well, also it's really fucking gay looking in the front. It looks like a saggy dog face.
What? You take that back. That thing looks badass.
It looks like fucking Bubba Gump. Look at that bottom lip on that thing.
Ugh. What? You don't think? Oh, hold on. I gotta stop the virtual background shit. Fucking hate StreamYards. Dude, I pay them so much money, and on every single one of my streams, every time I share a different tab, I lose audio and gotta restart the browser for both my streams. Okay, here we go. Stopped my virtual background right there so the audience can see. Oh, fuck, it went out. Hold on. There. That is what a badass truck looks like.
Why don't you just share my screen? I'm sharing it.
Either.
I can't even see that.
Yep, that's it. But I would get the one with
about,
blue
right?
stripes. Yeah. I would get a blue one though. And it's badass.
No, I get it. Like, check this one out here. Look at this one. Like, that's a cool truck. It's cool.
Yeah, but this one looks like one that you go like hunting for like illegals in or something, you know? Like if that thing's behind you, you think you're gonna get pulled over.
Like they're super cool. They're just
Oh, that one's badass. What was that?
they're all just Ford Raptors.
No, that black one had like a bar on it though, right?
You mean this blue one?
Oh, the first black one you showed had some kind of push bar on it. Yeah, that one.
Cattle Guard.
You say that, but I hear illegal alien hunter.
That's because you got Trump derangement syndrome.
You better be ready. You better hide, Dillard. I don't know, man. Get your book out before that mass deportation is put into effect. My prayers are with you. Oh, that truck kind of looks cool, but I have no idea what that gay thing is on the front. And that also has a very small tailgate, so therefore, that's that hypocrisy that I keep talking about.
So this is the one that my brother-in-law got. Show you this one. It's outrageous. This is the one he got here. Same, Denali HD 3500 Duramax Allison transmission with an 8-foot bed, and it's a dually. This thing is a fucking boat, dude. It's like so goddamn long.
Yeah, dude, that thing's awesome. The badass, but I'm with you too. I don't want dualies.
Yeah, I can't. They look like it looks like a lady with a fat ass. Yeah, it's so gay.
Imagine parking that thing too.
Right?
I don't want to.
And yeah, like he's like every time he goes to a drive-through, he's scraping his fucking tires and his rims and shit. It's a fucking land boat. It's almost too much truck for day-to-day driving. And that's the problem I don't want to run into. I don't want to run into the problem of just being too much vehicle to fucking run to the store real quick, you know?
No, all you gotta do is put a lift kit on that bitch and put some big ass rims.
It's too damn big.
One that you fucking pull your groin muscle getting into every day. Yeah.
The only thing that I would want to get a new truck for is the fucking camera now they have in the back for when you hook up a trailer.
Yeah.
That was like such a godsend. Like that those exist now.
I actually seen that put into use yesterday. Just like you don't even need direction from anybody standing outside. You do it yourself. It's insane.
You don't got no fucking uncle in the back yelling, "Espérate." Shut up, fool. I can do it all by myself. No fucking tennis balls and shit and stupid crap. So, I don't want to go that route of the super long boat. You know what I mean? So I think this one here, this is what I want. It's the Ram 2500.
You should fucking customize it too. You should be unique with it. Put fucking cattle horns on it like they do in Texas.
Right
Big
there.
old bull.
Something like that. I'd be happy with something like that.
That looks just like the Shelby, you fuck.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Make that bigger.
No, this
so
one's
everybody that watches the re-rub can see this shit. Look at the
Here it
front
is.
of it.
Here it is, the tradesman. There you go. Something like that.
That's basically the Shelby. You just got some.
No, it's white like the Shelby.
You
That's
just got
it.
some rescue squad lights on the sunroof. That's it. Your tail and your trunk is barely bigger than the Shelby.
Well, yeah, it's a 6.5 foot truck.
Yeah, I could drive that thing too. That's not a bad truck.
It's a regular schmegular going around town. Not too big, but not too little.
Just put a buckler shrink wrap on it.
Yeah.
Body wrap.
Ooh, 6.7 liter. Or do I get the 6.7 liter? 6.4. Handy.
No.
The only reason I don't want to get the diesel is now it's like by law, you gotta have diesel exhaust fluid. So like every other time you fill up, you gotta fucking put def in that shit. Nightmare.
California.
Yeah. And then plus the fucking oil changes on diesels are fucking crazy expensive. Like every time you get an oil change, it's like $350.
Dude, this last oil change that I got in my car, the guy wrote the fucking mileage, the same mileage that was on it when I got back in my car after he changed the oil is what he wrote on the fucking oil thing. So I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like you wrote the same number on here, bud. So now I just have to fucking add 3,000 to it, and I guess go get it changed when I hit that. But that was different because I gotta get that fucking
shady.
I gotta get the oh my god, I'm drawing blanks because I've been smoking all day. What's the fucking what's the special oil that I get? Fucking it lasts way longer than 3,000 miles. I think it's almost 8,000 miles.
You got that high quality Pennzoil.
But it's fucking expensive. It's no, but there's a name for it, not high quality Pennzoil, but what's the general name for it? Generally for the high quality oil.
Are you talking about something that has like a higher weight or a?
No.
I don't know what you mean.
Not premium, but what's another word for premium? No, not hybrid, but something like hybrid. I don't know. It's an oil that everybody's getting lately because it's the one that lasts the longest, even though it's just a tiny bit more expensive. Yeah, it does start with an H. No.
The only oils I know are like the higher weight, so it's like fucking high mileage oil or like for cars over 100,000 miles, you know, the like 40 weight and above.
Hens. No, not hens. I don't know. I guess it'll come to me.
Fucking hyper viscosity.
Nope. But it is kind of like hyper because I know it's like Hydra. No. Whatever. It'll come to me.
Hydrocarbon range.
No, it's like it's a brand that everybody, well, at least in New York, everybody gets.
Okay, the Valvoline, Royal Purple, Quaker State, Castrol, Pennzoil.
Nope.
Aveline.
No. All right. All I gotta do tomorrow.
The Liqui Moly.
I don't know what that is either.
It's motor oil.
Oh. Tomorrow I just gotta do laundry, load the dishwasher, throw away all these fucking 20 some odd boxes in the recycle bin after I break them down. And then I gotta proofread pages 11 through 15 and send them to Christian. And I'll feel accomplished. And then I gotta make $200 something last a few days, and hopefully another 240 will be in there. And then wait, what's Okay. Oh, yep. So with this week's paycheck, after this week's paycheck, right on Tuesday is when they're gonna take my mortgage, my car payment, and car insurance from me. Yo, God damn it, dude. Fucking life sucks. It's hard to save up. It really is. The best thing that helps you save up is like when you get your taxes back. And then you get a few or maybe 6 or 7 paychecks under your belt while you just got those taxes in your account. Then you finally get ahead for a little bit. But eventually, as the average blue collar American, you're going to spend it eventually. Then you're back to paycheck to paycheck. America, the backbone. I hear your stylist going, but I'm not seeing any.
Oh, hold on a second.
Screen.
I was looking up motor oil. Sorry about that.
Motor oil, midnight oil. I am gonna go to bed in 30 minutes.
Go to bed now.
No, I'm still not tired enough. I need to smoke myself into a stupor while I look at artwork like I am Rex Christian or Captain Finity. You know how long it's been since I've been able to have a draw stream? And
How long?
You're the only person that draws that's left that likes me. So this isn't going to be an everyday thing, but it's nice right now and I'm enjoying the moment. Smoking my vape in America in the Glacier Mountains of New York.
What do you got in that fucking vape?
Watermelon Sour Patch. It is liquid extract of marijuana, basically dabs with live rosin diamonds in there, and levels of THC range anywhere from 92 to 97% THC.
Oh, you're gonna fucking smoke yourself insane.
No, this is creativity juice. But I want to quit this and I want to quit cigs. But I'll be so fucking bored.
I want to quit cigs too, but I haven't found a good replacement. I'm thinking about like DMT, maybe peyote.
You know, it's weird when you smoke cigs. Like people in your family start guilting you into quitting because they claim you're being selfish, that you're not thinking that you got to be around for everybody else. And somehow that quitting cigarettes will extend your life. But if I've been smoking since I was 18, I'm 36 right now. I just turned 36. Isn't it like too late to quit? Like the damage would already be done, right? I'm gonna get cancer either way, so the fuck's the point, right? Or am I just dumb?
I don't know. I'm of a mind about it. I don't know if stopping smoking now is going to prolong my life. If it does, that'd be great. I just don't know if it's true or not. But I wouldn't want to like to be honest, I don't want to stop smoking because I'm scared of cancer. I want to stop smoking so that I have like
Better breath.
You know what I mean? Like when I'm walking around doing stuff, I'm like,
yeah,
I'm tired. I have the smoker's cough now, where I'm like, I'm walking around and
oh yeah, me too.
I just be sitting around for no reason, unmolested, and all of a sudden I just be like, you know what I mean? And just like 2 or 3 of them, but it's fucking annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I never did when I first met you either. Like, I remember one time you told me I wasn't a real smoker because I only smoked like 8 cigarettes a day or something. But now I'm fucking smoking like almost like a whole pack at least, and maybe almost 2 packs. In like a day and a half, I'll go through 2 packs. So now I got the cough. And I'm constantly spitting out loogies everywhere. It's fucking horrible. But this is the most I've ever liked cigarettes too, is when I've been creating these 3 comic books. Fuck, dude. I don't know. Because I also got to be ready to quit too. But I think I am gonna have to go cold turkey. Everybody's like, the most logical thing is to cut back a little bit at a time, but that method's never worked for me. Where it's like, okay, I've only smoked 3 cigs today, good job, and then next week I'm back to smoking like I always did. But one time I did quit, and it was like fucking almost like 7 months. Not quite 7 months, but I was right there, and it was. The only way I quit was cold turkey. I was like, yeah, I'm just done. I'm sick of getting bronchitis and every winter because the smoking always brings that on. Sick of always being coughing and blowing my nose. And I did quit. And I was like trying cinnamon, brushing my teeth with cinnamon toothpaste, drinking orange juice, cinnamon candies, or cinnamon hard candy, just trying the straw in the mouth. Didn't really help.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's like any other addiction, right? Yeah, it's one of those things that's not gonna work unless you do a lifestyle change.
Yeah,
And
but
going cold turkey is like you committing to a lifestyle change.
yeah, and it's gonna be crazy though, because what am I gonna do, man? Like, I'm always going outside on my breaks to smoke cigarettes, and like that the smoker's cough you're saying is real, and like for especially after I'm done eating, start coughing, which is weird. But yeah, I guess I won't have to go outside for smoke breaks. When I'm stressed out, I'll have to find a replacement. When I'm anxious and creating things and thinking about storylines and plot holes, I'm gonna have to do something else besides smoke cigarettes. But I guess the vape will be all right. But the thing is that it'll be kind of like replacing one thing with the other, and then these are way more expensive than cigarettes. So I don't know how good of a plan that is. God damn, Dillard, your skills are undeniable because this is looking badass. And we basically had you sit there. Well, I think they might all be privated now or not, but designing all the mutants for my mutant team book anyways. Now I gotta start eventually just designing villains too, more villains for them, because just like that, just like the X-Men, just like X-Force, they all had their antithesis team of villains, whether that be the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, or for X-Force it was the Mutant Liberation Front, or the Mutant Liberation Force, my bad. Yeah.
I don't know nothing about X-Men.
But I had you design Bloodbath, which is like one of my top mutant villain. And yeah, so I just gotta start designing more villains. But my mutant team is pretty much complete. All the guys you've designed, I got 2 psychic girls, I got a fire girl, an ice girl, a strong girl. Then I got fucking a goblin ninja. I got a Boba Fett guy. I got a Warclaw Wolverine guy. I got a I-beam shooter guy. And now I got this beast guy. And I got Torture, which is my Gray Hulk guy. So after this, I just need my skateboarder guy. And we'll be set on the team for a while. If you had to come up with a... I don't know, never mind. It's a fucking dumb question.
Now I gotta hear it.
Oh wait, we gotta catch up with the chat. I've been ignoring the chat. Oh, Affinity says buckler oil, huh? I ain't never heard of no buckler oil. Weird. Is buckler oil something they have in Canada? Actually, they have buckler oil in Australia. That must be what John Dillard at Right was referring to. Oh, it says here they use buckler oil in Mad Max Furiosa. Huh. I don't know if I believe this is Captain Infinity or not.
Oh, it's definitely with the weird.
Got a huge war rig, then use buckler oil. Buckler oil, she's thick as. Make copyright. Hey, look, there's also buckler Vaseline. Yeah, he's drunk. But wait, what were we talking about before I said read the chat?
You were talking about your X-Men group.
My what?
Villains in your X-Men group.
Oh yeah, you said I don't know shit about the X-Men, and then I said I don't know, but yeah, I got villains. Got to work on villains for the X-Men. So eventually I will be back. I'll probably even hit up good old Kelso Mazine for a design or two again. It's been probably a couple years since I hit him up. Kimosabi's artist for his book. He's good at character designs too. I like him. Oh, yeah, that's where I was going with it. If you had to think of but don't give me something that you would want to use because we are creators. So if you do come up with something that's badass like that, keep that one for yourself and give me something else. But if you were to come up with a word that you would replace like mutant or superpower being with, what would be your word?
Oh shit! I didn't think about that. That's not something I could come up with off the hop.
Like evolution, or I don't know, but yeah, you're right. You'd have to give it some thought, but I don't know.
I really like the what do they call that in My Hero Academia? The people that are called.
I've watched My Hero Academia a little bit on Netflix here and there, but I've never been into it like that. But I do have a book somewhere, and it's like meant for the My Hero Academia trading card game. But the book is awesome because it has all the bios and superpowers. And there is a shit ton of characters in that My Hero Academia book I have. So they must have hundreds and hundreds of superpowered characters. Things like this thick.
Or what do they call them in The Boys?
What? Mutants are in The Boys?
No, people with powers.
Oh. Shit. I think are they metas?
But something, I mean, there's been a lot of people using like deviants, with deviant.
Yeah, deviant genes. Yeah.
I think in My Hero Academia they call them. Well, they don't call them, but their power is called their quirk, like something abnormal, right? Something that's not regular.
Yeah, I had a name that I was going with for my mutant team book, but I'm afraid of I don't know. I think I got to come up with something else because I think it not only might it be awful, but then it sets it up for like trans jokes and stuff and trolling.
Oh, okay. And what is Eric July calls him? Exceps?
Yeah, exceps. That's what Eric July's word for it.
I
So
like that.
yeah,
That was kind of clever.
that's what I'm trying to come up with, but mine's way more gayer. Fuck. I was gonna call them morphos, but I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. Oh, at least you didn't laugh, so that's good.
Yeah, Morphos isn't as weird as like they call them. I heard somebody call theirs.
Well,
what do they call it? Like bents or something like that. Like they're not straight, they're bent. And I was like, that's gay.
what the fuck? That's fucked up. No, but I guess it depends what country you're in, because a lot of my friends in England and Great Britain, well, same place, but like a lot of them are calling like trans and stuff. Their slang for it right now is transformers. So that's like where my fear comes from. They're already like doing the transformer thing, and like it's kind of close to morphing, morphos.
Who calls them rares?
Rares? I don't know. Pokemon, maybe.
Yeah, I think there's actually some comic book that calls their powered people rares.
Oh, I don't know. That is kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't know if there's ever anything gonna be as cool as mutants, and I don't know if would you wait. Your honest opinion is Morphos gay as fuck or what?
Yeah, I don't like Morphos.
Okay, cool. Are you the honest or wait, you said you had to be careful what you could talk about, but honest opinion, do you ever see yourself going back to the Buckler if your book is a huge success?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, absolutely.
You wouldn't just go into part 2?
No, I would, but I would also
Oh.
do the book.
Oh, okay. That surprises me, to be honest. I would picture Dillard laughing hardy har, Barney from The Simpsons style, no fucks given, selling out, retiring, and riding off into the sunset on a horse. Or no, not even a horse, a mule. Did somebody just laugh? I heard laughter.
Not me, dog.
That's on my end then. I'm making somebody laugh. Oh, these are the Akuma like beads on the belt.
Yeah.
Beastly. Oh, did you do anything with his feet yet?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I drew them, but I haven't done anything.
God, I just burned myself.
And I had to go give my daughter a stern talking to today. I almost fucking fainted. I'll be honest, dude. I was very aghast at her behavior. We were in church, right? And there was, some guys came by and they were like, yeah, we're selling some stuff out front. I have the permission of the father of the church, the guys selling rosaries and stuff like that. They're from the missions group trying to raise money. I'm like, okay, we'll go and get some stuff. So we get some stuff, and then we get some stuff, and my wife's like, oh, can we go get this blessed real quick by the father? I'm like, yeah, sure, let's go. So as we're going out there to get the stuff, we go back into the church. This is a Catholic church, mind you, right? The kids start fucking running down the center of the aisle of the church. And it's my fault, right? Because I rarely take them to church. But that was such a fucking I clutched my fucking pearls. I was like, oh my god, whose kids are these? Oh my god, they're my kids. Oh my god, I'm a terrible parent. And that's the first time I ever felt that way about anything.
Well, I don't know. I guess that's normal for younger kids. You have to learning how to be reverent in sacred religious places is learned. It's not it's not a thing that's has to be taught over time. I don't know.
Guess, yeah, it is learned. No, it is 100% learned. Like, when you go to, I don't know if you went to Catholic church, whatever, when you were little, but like when I was little, you learn, at the very back of the church, the back wall, you have your crucifix, right? It's almost uniform in every Catholic church for a reason. You have your crucifix back there with the Jesus hanging off of it, and right underneath it, you have your big gold box. That's the tabernacle where they keep the Eucharist, the crackers and the wine, the body and blood of Christ. And that's the reason when you go into a Catholic church that you stop, you kneel, and you do the sign of the cross before you take your seat. And it's something that's like rule number 1, first day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we've already been going because I've been taking them every Saturday for about maybe like 3 months already. And this is the first time that they were in the church when, people weren't in there, and they started running around acting a fool. And I was like, it was so weird. I felt helpless because I, as a church-going member, I was like, I can't run after them and catch them because that would be me breaking the rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I couldn't bark at them. I couldn't yell at them in the fucking church. I can't yell in the church. I was like, oh my God, what do I do?
You just gotta do your quick kneel, do your cross, and then run after them. But
that was something. That was really weird. That took me aback.
I don't know. I wouldn't have I don't have a daughter, so I don't know, but I do have a 6-year-old. So if he did that, then I'd probably just be like, I would tell him that once you get in there, you have to have the same kind of behavior that you have when you're saying your prayers, kind of like quiet, reverent time, and then just reteach them doing the kneel and the cross thing before sitting on the pews. But you probably felt like I have birthed Satan spawn. And those aren't my kids. Those are somebody else's kids running.
This is the first time where there was this really famous quote that I loved from Futurama, where Bender was, how Bender's he's very crass.
Yeah.
And the joke was they walk in on Bender and he's having a conversation, and you just catch the very end of his conversation, and it's needless to say, I was mortified. And that was the joke, right? And that's what I felt. I was mortified. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Fucking hellspawn. It's my fault. It's not their fault. They don't know. I didn't teach them. And it's the older one, the 5-year-old. I've had to take her out of church more than a few times to to kind of give her a talking to about her behavior. Little kids get the wiggles. They don't want to fucking, they don't want to sit around especially in a Catholic mass, which is notoriously boring. They don't want to sit around and do nothing. But, I don't know, man.
You should try bringing coloring books and like color pencils.
No, I'm not gonna do that. They might as well not even go if they're gonna be doing that shit.
Make it religious coloring books.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in. What do you call it? The first communion classes. That way, halfway through the homily.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Isn't it after
take the
mass?
kids. No, it's not. It's during mass. So
Oh, really?
yeah, he gets those kids out of there. Go let them do their learning.
Oh. And then when we transitioned to the Mormon church, once I was like 10, they have like sacrament, which is the same thing as like mass. But then after sacrament's done, then the adults go to their class and the kids go to something called primary. And that's basically like Sunday school and singing kids Sunday hymns. And that's that. But I remember still Sunday school too when I was a kid in Catholic school. I was like one of the only ones that like, because I was like from New York City to upstate. Was different, so I was like the only new older kid at Sunday school, so I didn't have the routine down. I remember being lost for a while, and then we just transitioned to the Mormon church. So I kind of relate with Uncle E at times because of the Mormon bringing up, and then I was even on like past streams where his dad was on there. I was like on all accounts sending like super chats, making the lamest Mormon jokes ever, and had his dad laughing up a fit. Only jokes that Mormon would get stuff like stop being a Lamanite, which is literally like a race of people from our Book of Mormon, the Nephites and the Lamanites. And they claim that the Lamanites are somehow down a long line genetically related to the Native Americans from North America of today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But there's also weird things like Mormons are so free and liberty taking and thinking that they're eventually stuff started getting like weirder when I was older. Like they'd have speakers and stuff at conferences, and like one like high ranking like lady prophet was like claiming that for the first time it had been revealed to them that Jesus also had a heavenly mother. It wasn't just Mary, that he also has a heavenly mother. It's just like the weirdest, like it turned a lot of people off. It's just strange things like that they'd accept. But there's also things that get made fun of that I learned about, like I think I've heard you talk about it before, like the garments, the sacred garments that we wear under our clothes. Once you get sealed in the temple and you've baptized some dead for families that want it done, then you can start wearing your garments under your clothes. A lot of the symbols can't be seen by people that haven't been ordained in the temple yet, so they're like sacred or whatever. But yeah, apparently also like through your faith, the garments are supposed to protect you if you have like accidents or like a fire and stuff like that. Apparently, if your faith is strong enough, the garments will protect you more, is the belief behind them. What else? I don't know. The thing that became hard as you got older was the word of wisdom. It's like it's one of the things they pound home the hardest in the Mormon church is no caffeine, no nicotine, no alcohol. Like it's so hard to keep that shit as a kid, man. And then the whole point of going to church on Sundays and partaking of the sacrament in Mormon church is to repent and ask for forgiveness from your sins of the week. And the sacrament is blessed through prayer, like the bread and the water is like the same thing as the Catholic Church with the Eucharist, the body of Christ, and all that.
Yeah.
But it's blessed by men in the church that have the priesthood. And once you reach a certain age, you go from different levels of priesthood as you get older as a guy in the church, and you're the one that blesses the sacrament, says the prayer out loud, the blessing for everybody in the church to hear, and then you pass it out to people because you're the one that blessed the body of Christ. So as a kid, you have the priesthood and you're out partying all weekend and you got to go to church on Sunday and you feel so guilty saying the fucking blessing the sacrament hungover as fuck, like, and you feel like a hypocrite. It's like it was the craziest fuck, but I don't know. I think it had good because I think it gives you like a conscious as a kid that maybe some kids don't have when they don't know God, but I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it here.
All right.
And you said you wanted to try out some saber-tooth colors on them, yeah?
Yeah, remember that. Some like some browns and some yellows. Um oh, make it look like his body is covered in like not hair but like stubble, kind of like remember how they used to draw like Wolverine forearm hair? Okay, holster, some straps with pouches on his cargo shorts, and hair on the back of his knuckles, hair on the tops of his feet. And yeah, and the hair that I'm talking about, those sticks out more than the stubble. And then like hair on the forearms, I guess, too. Just a little bit. And yeah, I guess see what looks good with the browns and yellows, and yes, some back and forth, and we'll take it from there.
All right, I'll get back with you on this. When are you next available? Are you available tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go sleep by 4. Yeah, I'll be available probably tomorrow and towards the late afternoon, evening hours.
All right, sounds perfect.
All right, man. Take it easy. Appreciate it.
All right, I will see you soon. Peace out.
All right. Later, man. All right, so we're gonna end the stream on this nerd out of Executioner song. I guess was like when they reintroduced Strife back, or or maybe not. Yeah, maybe when we saw Strife's powers for the first time. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with Evil Cable clone Strife lately, but I am. Oh, I think I'm gonna get this too hardcover. It looks beautiful. He looks so bad. Oh, he does? Fuck. Frank Capullo, Andy Kubert. Oh shit, Andy Kubert did an issue 14. Only 3 issues, 14, 15, 16. Sweet. Al Milgram ink should be badass on Jay Lee's art. Bob Harris. Oh, there he is, Fabian. He was a lot of the writers for the Liefeld X-Force 1 through 15. I don't know beyond that. I'll have to read beyond 15 to find out, but yeah, he's one of the big time writers on that. Yeah. And Andy was killing it on the X-Men. Andy was definitely killing it on the X-Men. Is that Long Shot? Oh no, that's that one weird guy from the swamp that wanted Rogue to somehow related to Gambit or his rival or something. Hold on. There's some things I want to remember, so I'm going to say them on the stream so I don't forget. There's some things I want to right here, right? Okay, here we go. Okay. Right here. I want to remember this as a panel layout for inspiration or possible homage. Could either be manslaughter standing like that, or Kenny Karate on sled heads, or even Jellystick maybe with his frog foot. Yeah, maybe he just made his foot super huge and it stomp and make his foot 5 times it's the size of his regular foot. Big ass frog foot squishing some kind of fucking vampire underneath his boot. So that's like a splash page. That panel breaks the other 2 to 3 panels on the page. Just a cool design for a panel layout. And then look, it's even doing his job on spicing up the boring shit. The shit needed to tell the story. Establishing shot, inset panel. And even though Cyclops is just sitting at a table, the way the light's hitting it and everything. This looks really badass. Cool perspective shot. And then this to indicate different women of the X-Men sunbathing, taking in the rays, and Cyclops looking like he's on vacation, carefree, taking in the sun rays with his specialized sunglasses. All the stuff that would look so mundane and boring. Like, look at this will look boring. Cyclops looking at the sunbathing. How exaggerated and sexualized her poses. And then it's just babe, 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 and even babe in the background. And what do you do when you're on vacation? Babes in bathing suits. There's babes everywhere, carefree and enjoying life. Making the boring, mundane shit pop is talent alone for sure. Okay. And then this panel layout on the right is kind of cool too. Full length splash page with inlet panels underneath each other sequentially like that. Don't. Just so cool. Cool design. And even this is cool too. Another one. Another inset panel. Establishing shot a little bit, I guess. Showing that they're inside there. Inside the possible mausoleum. Cool layout on the right too. Widescreen. Close up on faces. Show the hand, the kiss. Romance even made the pop. Look at how look at the motion of the hair, the exaggeration of Cyclops grabbing her. Mundane popping. Oh, Caliban. Colossus. Splash pages galore. Oh, Iceman. Oh, bro. Splash page after splash page after splash page. Alright, what's this one? Oh. Okay. Pausing that. That's a cool profile shot of Warpath. Oh, fuck. Typical Jim Lee looks like. Oh, look at that. I'm not a fan of the double slash. Oh, that was cool. Can punch towards the readers and panel break up top, panel break down below. Shatterstar and Wolverine. Holy shit. Hold on. Yeah, simple. Big half page on top. And the half page on the bottom is 2 panels. 4 panels is cool layout too for a fight scene. I've seen that design before too. Where the middle panels are the biggest in the main action, and the top panels kind of sometimes left blank and throwaways. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a beast. Let me look at this for a while. Our beasts have bat pig nose, tusks coming out of the top of his tooth, pig ear, half hair, half not, beard stubble, massive, gigantic arms. Right here. No. Right here. Half page, splash page. Could use an inset panel. And on this. Half page, splash panel. Huge ass gun. Bottom. Prisoners. Wolverine, Diamond, Strife thing. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to bed, guys. Whoa, couple more cool layouts. Or was that cable one? Oh, you see that beast one? Either way, I'm getting it. Execution or something. Artwork is just phenomenal. Look at that. They split Apocalypse's body into 3 panels. Kind of corny, kind of cool. Vertical panels. Oh, Strife close up.
You know what Ed Gein said about women? Ed Gein, maitre d' a canal bar? No, serial killer, Wisconsin in the 50s.
And what did Ed say?
He said, when I see a pretty girl walking down the street, I think two things. One part of me wants to take her out and talk to her, be real nice and sweet and treat her right.
And what the other part of him think?
What her head would look like on a stick.